crew. Fuck it, they can't touch us. If stuck up is what you call it, cool. Ooh, you should've seen when I came down in that. Black on black, cause it's gator haters face down on the mat. Splat, yeah, I can make a green nigga mad. Quick, fast, flash like 10 cash on this bitch ass. You can tell I'm a G by the walk in the stands. I play the game, make me talk in the stands. Watch how you talk when you talk to the man. If it ain't about bridge, you talk to the hand. I show you how to get rich. You got a weak arm, I'll show you how to pitch. Made so play, I'll show you by the hit. And tell the police I don't know about shit. Hey, God, I'm fly, something like the air. Ain't that something when it's stunting, man? It's nothing like air. Homie, hold it right there. Homeboy, right there. Haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go. Haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a hater. I think you're a hater. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Haters everywhere we go. Where we go.
I got one in the back. I got one in the front. I make them do what I say. They tell me say what I want. I tell them, get your money, girl, and just stop breathing. Cause if it ain't about that dough, it ain't about me. See a gangster like myself, I get that paper and women. Man, your woman probably out there with some paper to give me. Listen, you're looking at a real pimp, ask my old women. And they'll tell you no remote, I control women. I'm a whole load, put me in the game, woman. If he ain't paying, then he shouldn't be playing. I'm saying, broke dudes only make jokes funny. I make more than I can fit in this quote, honey. Unquote, come sun soak with me, man. Fly it down here and lay you up in my beach house.
Haters going down for the count. Looking at the ground. I think you're a
Salute everybody. Light skin business. Salute, King. Jason Torres. Salute, King. How we all doing up in here today? It's Upper Echelon. We coming through on the eve of a nice fight weekend. We've been getting a lot of good fights this year. And I got to admit, it's been a great year for boxing. And anybody knows we haven't seen a boxing year like this in a very, very long time. Now, this weekend, all things salute, King. Now, this weekend, ESPN, DAZN, and Premier Boxing Champions Showtime are all putting on fights. Yep. But I think the zone fight time is earlier because they're in the UK. So, you know, the zone, they always be in a separate lane. That's why I kind of like the zone, but I hate the app because their app, man, it be crashing a whole lot. It'd be a whole lot of crashing on that app right there. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like button for me. I'm going to drop the link already just in case anybody want to hop up here. But we about to get it going. We got the damn fights between ESPN. They showcasing Emmanuel Navarrete versus Oscar Valdez. Now, we're going to go through all three headliners. See, Emmanuel Navarrete versus Valdez, that's going to be a pretty good fight right there. We seen Emmanuel Navarrete beat Liam Wilson for the belt when he moved up. And Emmanuel Navarrete, he showed a little adversity but pulled it out. But now, Emmanuel Navarrete, he should be the Kegi. Salute. Now, Emmanuel Navarrete should be good with the weight now. And Oscar Valdez, we've seen he's a puncher, but if we got a longer fighter, Smoking Bud Revenge, salute. But we've seen what happens when Oscar Valdez has a fighter that can use a jab and keep him back. We seen it with Robinson Casasiao. We seen it with Shakur Stevenson. We seen him, Burchett was beating Oscar Valdez until Valdez caught him coming in. He got reckless and wild. But Emmanuel Navarrete, he's reckless too, but he's long. And he throws a lot of shots from weird angles. And at the lower weight classes, he had respectable power. I mean, he was hitting Liam Wilson with some shots, and it looked like they had some stank on it. Maybe now his power might carry up a little bit more because we seen Tio when he first got the 140 and fought Pedro Campo. We seen that his power wasn't really cracking like it used to. And we see Sando Martin eat T.O. shots too. But we also seen against Josh Taylor, T.O. was looking prime and ready. And that's another thing I was going to say. Josh Taylor should have been left the 140 division. The man is almost 5'11", and he was weight drained like hell. And T.O. was able to make him look average, and that's another thing with the Earl Spence and Bud thing as well. And hey, that's why they got weight classes for a reason. Oh yeah, Keggy, that Navarrete Valdez fight, that's gonna, if you like wars, that's gonna be a war right there. That's gonna be a war of attrition. It's gonna be who can take whose punches and who can keep it going. Navarrete, he's a volume fighter. Navarrete, he throws bunches and bunches. Valdez, he can get in them type of wars, but Valdez, his defense is not the solid. And he's in that Canelo gym, and Eddie Reynoso, they got a certain type of style that they box with. And it's kind of like the Canelo style where they throw them shots like they do. But that's gonna be a real tasty fight. Because Just Do, salute, King, salute. Yeah, you still coming on that 4, right? Just Do. Because if so, I'm gonna do a quick take if so. But yeah, Navarrete, he gonna be good. That's gonna be a good fight. Hey, Just Do, hop up here with me. I need to holler at you about something anyway, bro. I'm gonna send this out there. Because I'm only doing a quick little thing to pass some time with me and my people. Because I told them I'm going to come on. The link down there, bro. But yeah, Manuel Navarrete and Oscar Valdez, that's going to be a barn burner. All right. I'll be off by then, but hop up here, bro. Because Knockout Boxing ain't coming on tonight, so I'm gonna come on again tonight for my people. I'm gonna try to do a late one for my third shift people. Yep. Yeah. We got ESPN Showtime in the zone. We got Oscar Valdez versus Navarrete on ESPN. We got Gary Antoine Russell versus the Kid Guy on Showtime. And we got Anthony Joshua versus Helenius. So yeah, we got fights all weekend. We got the early fight with Anthony Joshua and them, which is gonna be a pretty good fight because Robert Helenius, he don't know defense. He's just gonna keep coming. And that's good for us. But Anthony Joshua, he has power. He's a good boxer. But he don't has that power that Deontay Wilder got. Far from it. Deontay Wilder has life-changing power, fight-changing power, moment-taking power. And Anthony Joshua don't have it. But he's built like a brick shithouse. I'm just keeping it real. Anthony Joshua's a big guy. And he works out a lot with the muscles. And see, a lot of times people don't realize when you box the muscles can slow you down. And you can't move as fluidly with the muscles. Just Do, my dude, salute, King.
What's good with it, bro? How you feeling?
Shit, I'm feeling good, man.
That's what I like to hear, man.
Yeah, I said I'm gonna come up here at about 4, then I'm gonna come back on about 5 or 6. Well, no, about 6, because 6 or 7, because that's when Knockout usually come on. He ain't on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but what's your take on the fights this weekend, bro?
Man, I think we got some good ones coming, man. Which ones in specific you talking about? I think I heard you mention Navarrete and Valdez.
Well, I like all 3. I've been trying to watch all 3 of them, but I was looking at that Kid Guy, that Antoine Russell fighting.
Right, and Kent Cruz.
Yeah, he ain't no pushover.
Nah, he not.
He's a big fighter.
Right, should be a good test to see. Especially with Russell being out for a while and not due to no injury, nothing like that. So one could expect it that he's been in that lab. That's what I think. You know how them Russells work. So I'm looking to see him, be sharp despite him being out the ring. You know what I mean? I know he got something to prove after his last performance, and I know a lot of people was giving him a lot of flack.
Yeah, I was one of them because I
because
felt
of
like they
the
stopped it early.
right. I had read it. I had read, about when he didn't accept the title shot.
Yeah,
The
with
team
Puyol.
was saying, they looked at the what was it, the Ramses Bartholomew fight, and they seen some things in there that kind of concerned them, and they felt like from there that they needed maybe 1 or 2 more fights to be ready. And I know, I felt like he could have beat dude regardless,
I
but
think he would have beat Albert Puyol,
right.
though, man.
But
Like,
at the same time, I look at it like that's what I respect about that team, because how many people would elect to kind of, not take the title shot right then and there, and instead be like, you know what, we got some things to polish up before we all the way ready. I think that's real. Take a real team, and you could tell them people obviously care about them. You get what I'm saying, to do that. And I know, people only looked at it the one way, like, damn, why didn't you take the title shot? And I'm like, man, think about it. They seen what we seen. We seen him get touched a little bit in that fight. I mean, he still
got
won.
touched a lot.
Stoppage might have been premature and all that, but we seen the same thing. They seen the same things we seen. So I think that's real for them to be like, you know what, back to the lab before we take this title shot. I think that'll only make them better in the long run.
Yeah, I feel like he's been moved pretty solidly. They've been giving him solid competition.
Right.
But I still think Ransom Bartholomew was giving him too much trouble. And as soon as he had Bartholomew in some kind of situation, they stopped it, like they did Rolly Romero versus Grandpa, because they don't want to lose their live duck.
Mm-hmm.
And like I had Bartholomew up on the card by 1 round.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But that was just me, because I felt like he was getting off the live shots. He was moving them. He was controlling the ring generalship.
Mm-hmm.
And he was frustrating Russell. Russell was getting frustrated in that fight.
Yeah, he touched him. He was touching him a little bit in that fight, for sure. And Bartholomew,
he used to bulldozing his opposition, and he couldn't just bulldoze because he was a tricky style.
That's what I want to see. Like, you get what I'm saying? Tonight, like, we know you can do that. We know you're a dog, but I want to see you kind of, you know what I mean? Boxing my head off a little bit. Show him, like, we know you got the dog, but box him and then dog him. You know what I'm saying? Box him first and then dog him.
And see, that's what people don't realize. Like, box first.
Right.
Like, you don't go looking for a knockout.
Right.
And that's where most people mess up at when they go looking for a knockout.
Fact.
Knockouts will come to you. If you go for that body, you take away that body, you put in the groundwork. And see, that's where a lot of fighters mess up at. And a lot of fighters don't get their knockouts, like Devin Haney.
Absolutely.
But you don't realize when you work the body, the head will fall.
Absolutely.
Eventually, you'll gas a person. And after you gas a person, it'll start taking its toll on the head and everything, because your wind controls everything. If your mind and stuff ain't getting the right amount of oxygen and nutrients it needs, and it's gassing, it's gonna make your punch resistance go down. That's why when you see people get shots to the body, and then you see a motherfucker hit him with a shot in the head, and you like, damn, that wasn't even that hard, but it was the accumulation. See, that accumulation be adding up on people, and they don't realize what's going down. And see, a lot of fighters just go for the head, and you got to realize the head is the hardest part of the body. That's the damn skull. Jeff Hart, salute. The head is the hardest part of the damn body. And if you punch a person in the body, you can punch full force, and you ain't really got to worry about hurting your hand and everything. That's why a lot of fighters like Earl like to attack the body. But that Antoine Russell fight, I want to see how he do. I'm taking Emmanuel Navarrete for the upset. A1 Hoop Zone, salute, King, salute. But I'm taking Emmanuel Navarrete for the upset, because I feel like Emmanuel Navarrete, he's longer. He has a great motor. Right. Like, he throws punches and bunches, and he throws them from weird angles. And I've seen Valdez, his defense ain't up to par. Like, he gets touched up in fights. Right. Stacey Al boxed him up. Shakur boxed him up. And I've seen him, like, he has a lot of damn flaws. If anything, Burchett was boxing him up. And so he got that Hail Mary on Burchett. And see, people forget that Burchett was beating the shit out of him. And it's the same Burchett that got destroyed by Nakatilia. So, Oscar Valdez, they put a lot of hype on him, but I don't really see it. Like, he's with Canelo and Reynoso, so he gets a lot of fame that is really undue. And I feel like, if you put him in that situation, I feel like them punches gonna come. He gonna get frustrated like he did against Shakur. And I'm thinking Emmanuel Navarrete, I'm thinking his power will be a lot more this fight right here. And like I said, volume punching breaks people down. Even though, but he do got to watch for Oscar in that counter. Oscar can counter.
Yeah, this dude definitely.
He got a counter on him.
He definitely. I think. I mean, I know it's gonna be a good fight. I think both of them could be a bit leaky on defense, right? It's just a matter of who gonna get who first. I know is it gonna be the volume punching of Navarrete and that uppercut that he brings from the basement? You know what I'm saying? Is that gonna get him the win, or is it gonna be Valdez and his left hook fighting behind that high guard? Get him saying?
That's what I was saying. That's why I was saying Navarrete be throwing them things from crazy angles.
Don't he?
Yeah. He reminds you of Boo Boo a little bit. Like he's just a Spanish version of Boo Boo Andrade because they both be throwing punches from crazy angles.
Right.
And it's kind of hard to prepare for a fighter that throws from them angles. Ask Dogbo. That's right, Kiki. It will be like a Barrera Morales fight. Or maybe a Castillo and Corrales fight.
Right.
They gonna go to war. And you know, Navarrete, he got that Mexican blood, no quit. And Oscar Valdez, he showed that he could take a punishment. He showed that with Burchett.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's gonna be fun to watch, man. You know he tough, man. You know he dude done fought with a broke jaw and all types of stuff. So I know people I heard a couple people say they picking Navarrete by knockout. I got a prediction coming up anyway for that. I think it's gonna be a real good one. Nonetheless, we're gonna get, our time and our money's worth. You get what I'm saying?
I'm gonna take that plus 250 with Navarrete though, but I ain't going for the knockout.
Right.
Because you got to realize Valdez ain't never been knocked out, and he's some shots. Right.
And I don't think he's gonna get knocked out tomorrow.
Nah, he got a beard on him.
That dude got a beard.
Because Burchett was hitting him with man. Burchett was beating the shit out that man. He still hitting. Yeah.
Burchett got some power too. So
yeah, the only way you'll knock out Valdez is from the body. You're not gonna get him from the chin. You got to take his punch resistance down, and that's what I be talking about. When you break a person's body down, you break their punch resistance, and that makes it more susceptible to get knocked out. AJ, what you think about him?
Say that again. For who?
AJ and Helenius.
Oh, AJ and Helenius. All eyes gonna be on both Derek James and Anthony Joshua to see how they perform as a unit. You know what I mean? And individually, if you could say that, but he sparred. He was a sparring partner. Anthony Joshua, similar to Deontay Wilder. You notice how ain't nobody bringing that up though, and he went from a bad fighter
partner. Supposed to have a technical advantage over other people, but he walked right into that Wilder.
Right. Remember how they complain? He fights nobodies. He's fighting his sparring partner. Shawala. Salute to the queen. How you feel?
Yes, Salah Awaz. Peace and blessings. It's almost time for Shabbat.
Remember, he was a nobody. He was a nobody when Wilder fought him. Now, all of a sudden, you fast forward to today, after this man done been sent to the shadow realm and knocked out 2 other times besides that. Now, all of a sudden, he's a dangerous guy and dangerous puncher for Anthony Joshua, and he got to be on his A game. Man, miss me with that.
He did stop Adam Kalnowski twice while he was undefeated.
Right.
And he did do Kalnowski something dirty, and everybody was hyping up the Kalnowski.
Right, they was. I remember he did him bad.
And see, he's sharp. You know how they say you need to get your boxing in to be sharp. He's sharp right now. He just had a fight last week.
That's what I'm wondering. Like, is that going to be a positive for him or a negative? That was my only.
I watched the fight.
What you think?
He didn't take much. He didn't take hardly. He probably got hit about 10 times.
Get word and knock dude out.
He came out there. He came out there with a mission.
Right.
The mission was completed. Like,
not to play with your food, and he ain't play at all.
Hell no, because he was coming back off that Wilder knockout. I think right there, that was good for him. That's gonna make this fight much better. Right. Because just going into an AJ fight, coming off a Wilder loss, you're gonna be hesitant. You're gonna be thinking about yourself. But you know, he just got a knockout in 3 rounds.
Right.
And then this man, he's still good off that training camp.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he just got a chance to go in there and tweak something up. And see, this is like when you first start. You get a fight each week. That's what you good right there. That's when you can really tweak stuff. Like you get in the ring, you tweak it like amateurs. Like you never know who you're gonna fight, but after each fight, you know, you tweak and get ready for the next fight. And see, he was able to get in, see what he did, he tweaked it up, and now maybe we're gonna get a good fight tomorrow. But I'm thinking Anthony Joshua with his new style, he should be able to take this man down in less than 6. He should be able to.
And I was saying 6 to 8 to be generous. I say if he don't get him out in 6 to 8, you know, I think the longer the fight go, the more, you know, he more susceptible he is to being caught. And I ain't saying necessarily knocked out, but you know, just getting caught with stuff because he said it out of his own mouth. What is he, an 18-stone fighter? I'm not a 12-round fighter. You get what I'm saying? I will never forget you. He said that. So.
And Derek James might be building his stamina up,
right.
But there's only so much stamina you can build on a guy with that much muscle. Like I seen the way in AJ like a brick shit house right now, bro. Like the dude is muscled up, and see, I would like to see him slim some of that muscle down so he can be more fluid. But you know his style, you know Derek James, he works with fighters and adopts their styles and make the styles theirs. So I seen some of his sparring. I seen some of his mid work, his bad work. He was looking a lot more fluid than he used to. Remember, he used to be a robot.
Yeah.
He's not so robotic now. And his jab has gotten great. Like, he's the Olympic gold medal.
Right.
The man knows what he knows. But his jab wasn't that prolific. Now, his jab is something to worry about.
Yeah.
Got a jab on him now. And now Derek James got him rolling and firing with them shots. Sort of like EJ and Charlo and them.
Right.
So he's looking much better. He's looking like, see, this right here makes the Wilder fight more interesting. But see, with a style like AJ, the way Derek James teaching him, it's probably going. It's a plus and a minus versus Wilder. Like the plus, you get in there, you fighting Wilder close. He can't extend his reach. He can't hit with full power. At least that's the way it's supposed to be. Right. Robert Hill, salute. But we seen Wilder generate enough power off just a little short jab to Helenius.
Right.
His own force. But with that inside fighting, he got Wilder. I mean, he got Joshua where he's pinning people, where he's using that body weight against them, and he's in there fighting. Where he's getting leverage to get his shots off, but the opponent can't really get their shots off with power.
Yeah.
And that'd be good against Wilder because you know Wilder, Tyson Fury did it. Wilder's not used to people coming forward like that on him because they respect his power. But Wilder also showed us now he can fight off the back foot now with the Malik Scott. But one thing I've known about boxing, when a person get hit, when you start getting hit, what's the one thing they do? They revert back to what they know best.
Right. Yeah.
So if AJ can get in there and start touching Wilder up, Wilder's gonna revert back to what he's normally used to doing. And that's the same with AJ. So see, it works both ways. AJ's got to stay disciplined. He needs to go with the game plan. The first 2 rounds, go in there with the high guard, jab him up, work off the jab, hit to the body, tenderize the body, and look for the finishing shot. But do everything off the jab. The jab is the start all be all. The jab is going to reset your opponent. The jab is going to make sure you got your shit safe. And like
we got a whip for the jab too.
Yeah. And right now his jab looking like Lennox's jab, like a shotgun blasting off. So I'm excited to see what that thing look like. Hell yeah. So there's gonna be some good fights right there. But this year in boxing, I like it, man. I like it. But the thing that gets me the most is these fans, man.
Right. We be
It's
being
like,
bad
it's like
fans.
Kawhi Elliott, Shalawan King. It's like people don't understand complaining, excuses from observations.
Mm-hmm.
When you're sitting there watching a fight, you're allowed to make an observation.
Exactly.
That's like I'm telling a person, if you see a lion kill an antelope, and you
Right.
say, well, that lion, he had teeth, claws, and he was faster, and he jumped up and broke the antelope's neck. You're not making the excuse for the antelope. You're making an observation of what happened.
Exactly.
You said
Can't ignore what you're watching when it's right in front of you. Can't actually ignore it just so you could feel good about feel better about the situation. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I felt like I seen. You know what I'm saying? And why I seen it.
And see, that brings me to another point, though.
Mm-hmm.
The way these Crawford fans are acting after they got the big win is making me think that they're not really Crawford fans at all. Because
they're not.
They remind me of Keith Thurman fans, honestly. Like,
and then haters of EJ and Derrick James.
They're haters of black fighters.
They don't really care for him too much. They couldn't wait to see him lose.
Yeah, and it's gonna be the same way for Bud as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like they needed Bud to knock off EJ. Mm-hmm. Now they're trying to get somebody to knock off Bud. Like it's the way it's always been.
Mm-hmm.
That's the way it's always been because they wanted AJ to knock off Wilder.
Yeah, the crazy thing about Bud and EJ is that they celebrating EJ losing more than they celebrating Bud's win, and that's crazy to me. That's weird.
Exactly.
Celebrating the loss more than you are the guy that won. Celebrate his win, but y'all going extra overboard on the guy that lost. Then you wonder why dudes make moves for them and their financial situation and their family, as opposed to them legacy fights that we always complaining and crying about that we want. We give them when they give them to us, we throw the fighter right under the bus. We should be applauding that man in defeat. I really mean that. And I don't care what nobody say. You should be applauding. Yeah, you could have your little jokes and talk. You get what I'm saying? Because that's fun too. Talk, yeah, I told y'all this. You can do that. That's all cool. But to treat him like he's less than now after giving up the fight, even the man that beat him, the first thing came out his mouth after he won is, hey, man, I got to thank you because without you, this fight wouldn't have happened. He said, I got to make sure I give him more credit because he had the ball in his court. He could have just walked away with it. You get what I'm saying? He said he didn't do that.
And see, they don't want to give Earl credit for making the fight. And I'm like, do y'all not understand if Earl chooses not to Earl did something unprecedented.
Right.
Earl sat there.
Sacrifice.
And he turned into a B-side. No A-side fighter in history would have gave half of the stuff that Earl gave up.
Mm-hmm.
But Earl, he wanted to keep it true to the fans, what people he thought was his true fans. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wanted to give people a good show.
Right.
And plus, he wanted to keep his word because he said, salute PBG, Big Dog, and Edgar Chavez, salute.
Facts, Kawhi.
Yeah. Earl, he's a man that does what he say.
Exactly.
And that's why his name's the truth.
Exactly.
And you would think with all these people out here lying to us and giving us false narratives and stuff, you would think a person will respect somebody that's telling you the truth instead of lying in your face.
Right,
but
right.
It's like I said in that one video I did a long time ago, Earl Spence the truth. They rather take a lie than accept the truth. Like,
absolutely.
People are programmed to take a lie and look for the negativity and the bad part about it.
Right.
And Thurman, he really chapped my ass too. Cause I'm like, damn, Keith. Like, you know what it's like to lose. Manny Pacquiao beat you, and you talking about people throwing you to the side, and you only got one loss, and they make you feel like you got it, and then you turn around, and the way you sit there and troll Stephen Fulton, and then the way you trolling Earl, like, dude,
bro, if you would have read that article that I read, bro, you want to talk about trolling? Hey, bro, they did Stephen Fulton dirty in that article. They say he is nothing but a basic pure boxer with no power and a lack of chin. I'm like, yo, I hate you. Man, I know hate is a wrong word, but I really don't like some of you people, bro. Some of the best fighters you got in boxing, these dudes can't take a loss without being like overly scrutinized and demonized for doing what we asked them to do. You asked him to take challenges and be great. What did he do? He went over. What you think he went over there to Japan to do? I don't want to hear this. Oh, he only went over there to get money. He manifested this a couple years in advance when he told his trainer he gonna end up challenging that dude over there in Japan and making it back. He already, you know what I'm saying? He wanted to challenge himself, but don't make it just about the money. Yeah, he thought he can beat that dude. He just fell short.
Now,
Hey, Chavez, what's good, bro?
Now, if he didn't give us that fight, everybody say he was a coward, and
right.
So
right.
you know, but see, that's why I say like it make fighters not want to give us the great fights.
Exactly.
Like if this the way you gonna treat fighters after they, and like I'm saying, especially your own peers. Keith Thurman, like he talking about in the way you beat that man, he punched like a bitch. I'm like,
yeah, I didn't like that either, bro.
I said, first off, man, you ain't got no respect for your own country, man, dog. Like.
Then he talked crazy about EJ after he lost. My face ain't gonna look like that because I got feet. I got this. I got that.
Yeah, but he felt to realize
your face looked like when you fought Manny Pacquiao. That's why I pulled that picture up when Manny was punching him and that blood was flying from his nose and face in the air 5 times. Talking about your face ain't gonna look like that. Your face ain't look too hot after that ass whooping.
From a 41-year-old fighter.
Yeah, man. Like, bro.
A 41-year-old geriatric fighter beat the shit out of you, Keith Thurman.
Now you bold after he fought him. Now you finally willing to fight Crawford, right? Come on, knock it off.
Then you fight a fighter that Tank knocked out. Tank knocked this fighter out. And this nigga, he hurts you to the body. This man comes up a weight class and he hurts you. You a full-fledged welterweight. You got this man in speed. You got him in power and everything. But his heart was bigger than yours and he ended up hurting you on your biggest stage.
Right.
And then and then he wants to be a pay-per-view star. Your pay-per-views don't do numbers. You run around here wanting a bag now that you done messed up. And damn Duck Earl, you forget you Duck Earl 3 damn times. Floyd told you he'll give you the biggest fight that you asked for. Floyd said, I'll fight you, Kurt Thurman. First, you got to be 6. The same way he did Canelo. Canelo went and beat Alston Trout. And he got a Floyd fight. Keith Thurman's about, they trying to set me up. They trying to set me up. You were scared then. Then you tell Earl to go get a damn belt. The man go over there and take care of Brooke belt.
Right.
Then you didn't want to duck then. Then all of a sudden you needed surgery. Then you come back, you fight Josecito, then you duck Earl again.
Right.
Like you had a chance to unify, but I ain't gonna get mad about you going against Manny Pacquiao. That's a legendary fight. But you talked all that shit about Pacquiao, and the man pieced you up, a 41-year-old geriatric person. A man has been knocked out more than 5 times.
Well, let that man the hell out. You let that man revisit the fountain of youth on him, bro. Talking about no drug testing, you fool. Idiot, man.
His loss is worse than Earl's.
Dumbest thing he could have did. Dumbest thing he could have did.
Thurman's loss resonates more than Earl's loss does. Because, nigga, Earl lost to a peer. A person that was on the same level as him. He lost to a 41-year-old man with T-Rex, with T-Rex arms like he kept taking pictures. He's about a guy with T-Rex arms can never box me. I just sit back and boop, boop, boop. That man came in with that 4-piece combo and caught his ass. And see, that's the difference. That's another reason why Crawford got off on Earl a little bit too, because when you hit the 140 weight division, people stop throwing more than 2-punch and 3-punch combos. Because when you get to like 140 and shit, people can counter you. So, you know, person might throw 1 or 2 punches, maybe 3. But, you know, people that's fast like Crawford and Pacquiao, they can string together 4 and 5 hit combos. And if you ain't fighting nobody with hand speed like that, you know, it might be a little, you know, disorienting. Right. But when you're not at full strength, people don't realize when you are weight drained, when you are dehydrated, when your body has no energy, it's hard to get off the damn couch. Yeah. I've known because I've had to fast before. And like I said, I fasted for over 10 days one time. I fasted for a week one time, you know, religious purposes. But I fasted before. And I know what it feels like when your muscles have no energy, no life in them. And you can hardly do, man, walk into the bathroom, man, you'll catch cramps in your calves, man, in your thighs and shit. So people don't even realize the sacrifice, the blood, sweat, and tears these boxers go through. And the loneliness of it. Being away for 3 months 2 months in a training camp, can't see your loved ones. you know, you gotta cut weight, still work out. When you're dead tired, you gotta push your body to the limit to be in the best physical peak that you can be, unless you're a heavyweight. But these smaller weights, they gotta make that weight. And then a lot of boxers ain't fighting in their right weight class. A lot of boxers, they cutting 30 damn pounds to fight in lower weight classes.
Yeah.
Because it's 3 premier classes. You got the 135, the 147, 160, 175, and the heavyweight. All them classes in between, they don't mean shit. They just added weight classes. So if you 140, you need to fight 147 or 135. This is where the big fights is at in the damn premier divisions. That's why you got people trying to stay in them divisions as long as possible, because that's where the big money's at. Yeah, and see, people don't realize the stress. Like Devin Haney, bro, that man's about 180, man. Devin Haney was making 135. Devin Haney is bigger than Crawford. He's taller, he's wider. You know, he could be making welterweight easily.
He gotta be, yeah, especially if he running around 170 something, whatever they were saying he was running around.
That's why people keep talking about the Lomachenko fight. Devin Haney beat Lomachenko. I'm gonna tell you like this: fights are scored by rounds. Devin Haney won 7 rounds easily.
Yeah, I gave him 7 rounds too. I thought it was
Lomachenko came back at the end, but
came on strong. But then Devin Haney did enough, I think, to stop him. Yeah, stop it. And you know, Loma, again, I tell people all the time, how are y'all mad when y'all know that this guy is on record for saying he let up off the gas in the 12th round? As a fan of Lomachenko, I would be disappointed, because imagine Shakur Stevenson being my favorite fighter, and I hear him say in a close fight, he decided to let his foot up off the gas in the 12th round. You're telling me that you didn't give 100%. That's exactly what you're telling. So I'm not going to make too much argument that you want to fight when I know you didn't give it your all. Get what I'm saying? It's simple for me. It's logic. It's like, bro, you didn't give it everything.
If he would give everything in the 12th round, he could have forced the draw.
You get what I'm saying? And you didn't do that. So no, I don't feel sorry for you. And you should know better with the experience that you got, bro.
Championship rounds are championship rounds for a reason.
Right. Exactly.
That's why they call championship rounds. Exactly. Championship rounds separate the men from the damn boys. Exactly. And Lomachenko, as many championship rounds as you've been in, because you've been favored your whole career. You lose a championship fight, your second fight, then get one on your third fight. Like, come on, you never see a brother getting fights like that. You never see that. Back-to-back championship fights after a loss. No. So I don't hold nothing in regard for Loma. He's a good fighter. His fans make you not, and the media make you don't like him. Like, Loma really is a decent guy. He don't really see nothing out the way. I mean, he's a fighter. He's done fought some great competition. I give him that. But the media makes you not like him. Just like Devin Haney, he's a great kid. I like Devin Haney. But his father and his fans make you not want to fuck with him. Like, Devin Haney's fans will make you not want to fuck with Devin Haney. His dad will make you not want to fuck with Devin, because his dad stay lying. And, I mean, we don't call him plenty of lies, but his fans are so toxic. Is Devin Haney this, Devin Haney that? And I'm just like, damn. Like, come on, man. Like, hell, while Terrence Crawford and Earl was 2 days away, they bringing up Devin Haney. We on the cusp of the biggest fight, and y'all bring up Devin Haney. And it's crazy. That shit crazy.
No, you're right. I was talking to King Judah the other day, because a lot of times he be addressing the haters of Devin Haney, and I be trying to tell him, like, just pay attention from now on. Like, a lot of those people that y'all be calling haters be supporters of him, but because they share a slightly different opinion on the Lomachenko fight than y'all, then we deemed as haters, and that you turning the fans and the true supporters of his off of him, because you get what I'm saying? You deeming us something we not. How dare you call me a hater when I done did whole lives trying to shoot down the narrative that he's pillow-fisted, chinny. When his fight was coming up, I talked about the fight every single day of the week, and bought the fight, ordered the pay-per-view, supported it, called it live, and then went live again the next day and talked about it. And they'll still call you a hater. I did a video about Ellie Seckback to saying he need to stop being like Tank and Floyd. I shot that down. They'll still call you a hater. So I'm like, it make you not want to talk about them almost, because it's like y'all need to separate supporters from the haters. I can't hate on no young man that's successful as him. Like,
I love the young dude.
I like what he's doing.
I'm a boxing fan. I love the young dude.
Yeah, I like what he's doing. I like what his father did for him. Like, I like the position like they put themselves in terms of making sure your son is maximizing his earning potential, and
he's getting exposure.
Right. He giving us another 50-50 fight. That's back-to-back 50-50 fights. What is there to hate on? If you're hating on that, then you're 100% weird. He don't got to be your favorite fighter, but you got to be able to respect what he putting on and what he doing for the sport. It's simple.
Yeah, I mean, that means you're not a boxing fan, but then you come out with a narrative like that, right? Like, oh, Bob Arum, the one that offered 25%. Now it come out that Devin, the one that gave 25%. What I've been said. Like I've been said that Bob Arum ain't gonna cut his own throat. Shakur Stevens is Bob Arum's fighter. Like I said, Bob Arum probably came to Devin with a damn price of what he had, and Devin was like, "I get 75, he get 25," and that's the way it went down. And they argued up and down. That's not how it worked. Bob Arum the one that gave him 25. Now Bill Haney came out, dead.
Yeah.
And I'm like, see, Bill, you sat there and told everybody that it was Bob Arum. Now, see, Bill be forgetting what he be saying.
Put his foot in his mouth.
Exactly. Like when we caught him on EBT, Bill be forgetting shit that he says. And he pisses himself up. And that's why, like I said on EBT last year, when we was up there with Me Money, EBT, and Bill came on and we caught him in that bullshit then. Like, he tries to slick talk you, fast talk you, and sometimes he puts his foot in his mouth. Like, okay, you want us to represent and watch your son, okay. But damn, you ain't got to lie to us. Keep it real. If you told us you couldn't make 135, that's cool. See the kid struggling. I don't want to see Devin if it's not his best.
Me either.
Like, I don't
want to see him lose because he ain't at his best. You get
I don't want another Earl and Crawford. I don't want another Earl Spence and Terrence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? I want Devin to fight at a comfortable weight. And if he fights Tank, I want him to be at least at a catch weight or at least 140. I want to see the best versus the best at their best.
Right. That's what I said. Yeah, that's what I said. I don't want to see him be depleted just to make no fight to please people that don't even care about you, that just banking on you or hoping that you lose. I want to see you be your absolute healthiest so you can go in there and give yourself the best chance of winning. That's how it is when you respect boxing and you get what I'm saying. It don't matter who you rooting for. You can still root for your guy, but that don't mean I'm going to be rooting for you to be unhealthy and be at a disadvantage so you can get your ass beat. We're not even going to get the best fight possible like that. You get what I'm saying?
And then when you do it, they're going to drag you through the mud and act like you ain't nothing but a child of God in there. They're going to talk mad cash shit about you.
Right.
And you're going to be sitting there mad at yourself like, damn, I gave all this up just for these motherfuckers to do this?
Exactly. That's why I say that's where we come in at. We could be better fans. All we do is trash these fighters. They lose, we trash them. They don't fight who we want, we trash them. You get what I'm saying? They go in there and do what we want, we trash them. It's like, damn, man, we got to start building the sport up, man. That's just why they don't take what we do seriously, too. I've been saying that to people, that I don't need to be liked by everybody, but I at least want my train of thought and my perspectives to be respected. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ain't just up here being irresponsible, saying anything. And I said, man, it's a lot of people that be tearing into these fighters and then being proven wrong. Now they gotta eat crow. And you gotta do that when you don't go overboard. That don't mean, not if you're confident. I love when people don't straddle the fence. When you feel like a guy's gonna beat another one, say it unapologetically. Like, I said this from now on. Any pick I make, I'm gonna stand 100% firm on it. Like, it is what it is. If I'm wrong, oh well.
I stand on all my picks because I can pull up my gambling receipt. I've won 90% of my damn picks. I might have lost a few, but can't nobody pick them all. And the ones that I did lose, like the Maxie Hughes versus Camboso and the Giovanni versus Isaac Cruz, both of them were motherfucking damn robberies. But salute everybody. Y'all come back and check me out at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm gonna be back on at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. My guy Just Do about to go on now.
Yeah, bro. Yeah, definitely. You already know. Appreciate you having me on.
Yeah.
Salute to you, Brody. Appreciate respect to the grind, man, and salute to everybody in the chat. I'll at you in a few.
All right. So y'all make y'all way over there to Just Do so we can continue the box talk. But I'm gonna come back on at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. Central. West Coast time, Pacific time. Peace and blessing to each and every one of y'all. Y'all hit that like and subscribe button. Well, if you're not. But I'm gonna be back on at 7. We will continue this debate right here, this topic. Because there's a lot of shit that we got to get into, man. Because we're messing up the sport of, well, some people are messing up the sport of boxing. And a lot of them don't know shit about it. They just want to come watch boxing just to see a downfall. And it's a sad day when you come for the downfall of a fellow brother, man. Like, they rather see us fall than see us up. That's why they kept buying Floyd's fights, because they wanted to see Floyd fall. But he gave them all that ill to sit out. But y'all know how we ended up. We about to blow this shit and blow. Let's go.
They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. Raw Molly got me all up in demon mode. Mouth moving like I done put clean in my nose. Trying to catch me up, I can leave with some hoes. He standing straight up, watch I make him lean with this pole. Would've thought he was closed, how that heat made him fold. Thought it was a game, he won't think no more. His brain's gone, nigga. It be exciting when I get to striking. Guns sound like thunder, hit you like lightning. Fight for your life, we don't do no fighting. We really hit it, nigga. We worse than savage, they calling us Vikings. Police be riding, we still be sliding. Told you we hit us, remember the time. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I get to squeeze and leave a nigga bleeding. How about I leave them holding like the Bible? AR-15, that's a high-pound rifle. A in the army and assassinate rivals. Break that shit down, nigga. AK to anybody kill. Hop out, keep the drilling and spilling. 7.62 gon' split em. LPN, that's for any fuck nigga. You a plug, then I'm pulling up, nigga. You my lunch, eat these bullets for dinner. 5.0, eat 'em up, eat 'em up. SK, smoke killer for show. Drum rounds and cripple ops, Draco. I got them all, you don't want no. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding. I can leave a nigga bleeding. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, bitch, I got it for 'em. They want that smoke, you know I blow it. They call me Sunny Monster for a reason. I'm really dripping, leave a nigga bleeding.